what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a map onto your tablets now. This is today's map. This is our Christmas map. And it's Europe. Now, I wonder if you could find me the following, please. The capital of the country that has gifted the people of London a Christmas tree displayed in Trafalgar Square every year since 1947. So where is that, please?
Oh, dear.
That's a nice Christmassy question. What do you think at home? Do you know the answer to this? And then would you know where the capital of that country is? Sarah, do you think you know what the answer is?
Yes, 100%. Oslo.
So the country is...
Norway.
Norway, and the capital is Oslo. OK, let's take a look at where Sarah is. OK, there you are in Sweden.
Oh, no!
Yeah. You'll probably end up being nearer Oslo than anyone else in the wrong country. Alex, did you think it was Norway?
I did think it was Norway and Oslo, but I thought it was the country on the left of your country.
Let's take a little look at where Alex is. You are in Norway. Charlene.
Oh, no.
Charlene, did you know the answer to this one?
I knew it was a Norwegian fur.
OK.
Oh. Yeah. I chose, somewhere on the map that looked cold.
Oh.
That is Iceland, and it really is cold. Craig, what were you thinking the answer was?
I went Norway.
You are in Norway. So let's take a look, shall we? Where is Oslo, and who has got the point? Alex is absolutely bang on. You're all pretty... I'm going to give all three of you a point because you're all very, very close there. Well done. Even though you're in the wrong country, but that's fine. So points for all of you, but Alex, you're bang on. Very well done. Here's your next one. I wonder if you could find me this. The birthplace of pop singer Rita Ora.
I know.
Oh, dear.
What do you think at home? Do you know where Rita Ora is from?
No, but... I wouldn't have a clue.
Don't feel like the country's here that I want her to be from.
Right, then I suspect what you think is wrong then. OK, what do we think? Where was Rita Ora born? Alex, we'll start with you. Do you think you know the answer?
No.
Lovely. So what was your
I think it's an Irish name, Rita Ora, so I've gone Dublin.
OK, Rita Ora. Pretty much Dublin there, I think. Charlene, did you know the answer to this?
I think it's Croatia, but I don't know where I am on the map.
You are in Finland there, which, to be fair, is much more Christmassy than Croatia.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Craig, did you have any ideas here?
I went Portugal.
Portugal.
I was making it up, but I thought I liked Portugal.
Sarah.
For some reason, I think Germany.
Yeah, right in the middle of Germany. Now, I have grave news, she was not born in any of those countries. She was actually born in Pristina, which is the capital of Kosovo.
That's it.
So you were not a million miles away with Croatia. I mean, you were a million miles away from Croatia.
Yeah.
But you were quite right that that's the neck of the woods she's from. So where is Kosovo, and who has won the point? Sarah, you have somehow won that point. Well done.
I mean, the whole... Yeah.
Here is your final one. I wonder if you could find me this. The capital of the country that has the highest beer consumption per capita. What do you think at home on this one? What country would that be, do you reckon? There's a couple of suspects, right?
That's really hard.
Per capita, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the most in the world as well, not just on the map. I'm not quite sure. There'd be like two or three that I'd be torn between, I think. Charlene, what was your thinking here?
German beers are quite popular.
Yes.
And I knew where it was on the map because Sarah had already done it. So that's why I put my X where it is.
Germany.
Yeah.
OK. Craig, what were you thinking?
Das ist good.
Yeah.
Germany, I thought, too. You know, like Oktoberfest and all of that.
Sarah, what were you thinking?
I went for London.
It could be London.
I just think, surely...
Please have put it in the right place. Yeah, that's London. Alex, what are you thinking? So far we've got Germany and we've got the UK.
So I put it where I thought Belgium was, but now I can't remember where Belgium was.
You are in Switzerland.
Oh,
very
That's definitely wrong.
They're quite theory.
Yeah.
Let's find out, shall we, and see who's won the point. The country that drinks the most beer is the Czech Republic, Prague. So the point goes to Craig. Well done, Craig. Nicely done.
Prague.
The monument to William Tell in the place where, according to legend, he shot an apple off his son's head. Where did that happen? Etna legend. What do you think at home on this one? Do you know this one? Do you know the story? Do you know where it was? And then do you know where that is? There's a lot going on. Very multi-layered, this round. OK, everyone is in. Joe, do you know the William Tell story?
No.
No. Excellent. OK.
He's not the light bulb guy, is he?
That was Edison you're thinking of, maybe.
The telephone guy.
That's Alexander Graham Bell you're thinking of.
So close.
Yes, really close. Should we see where you went? OK, like kind of on the English-Scottish border. Tom, do you know where the William Tell legend was?
I don't. Something in me said it was an English story.
It sounds English in the name.
Yes, but I don't know.
So see where you are?
Just underneath you.
Yeah, that's nice. Karen, what were you thinking here?
I just went up north. I was thinking more like Edinburgh, kind of.
And at Edinburgh?
Maybe.
See where you are? Just sort of north of Edinburgh. Storm, are you in Britain as well?
No, I'm not. But it did sound English. William Tell sounds like he's probably going to be British. But I thought, I've never heard of the monument. That doesn't mean that it's not here. But I thought, I see the image in my head. I don't know much about the story, but I see it, and I feel like it could be kind of French.
OK.
So I put it in Paris. But I have been to Paris, and I don't remember seeing the monument there either. So
it's a big city, though.
I now think I might be wrong.
OK, let's see where you are. You are, yeah, that's almost bang on Paris. Well, he's not British.
Oh.
That's for sure. The monument, and indeed the story, took place in Switzerland. So, Storm, you get yourself a point. Very well done, Storm. It's in Altdorf in Switzerland, that monument. The unlikely event you'd like to go and see it. Point for Storm. Next thing I'd like you to find is this, please. Mount Etna. Where, please, is Mount Etna? What do you reckon at home on this? Have a little point at the map. Where do you think Mount Etna is?
Yeah, we go there.
OK, everyone is in. Tom, what's your thinking?
I think it's one of those Mediterranean islands. But I'm not hugely confident.
OK, but see where you've gone? Yeah, that's certainly Mediterranean. Kind of Greek islands-y.
Yeah.
Karen, what were you thinking?
I went to Italy. Sounds Italianish.
OK, see where you are? Yep, northern Italy. Storm.
I'm getting confused between Mount Vesuvius and Mount Etna, and I don't know why I'm pairing them both up in my head. And I've been to Pompeii, and I should know more than I do, and I'm shamefully unaware of whether I'm remotely in the right area. But I've went south of Karen, so I've went for southern Italy.
Yeah, absolutely. You're on Sicily there. And Joe, what are you thinking?
I've already made it clear, geography's not my strong point. And I just thought Mount Etna was some sort of volcano, volcanic. So I went with somewhere in Scandinavia.
Oh, OK.
Because
yeah.
Icelandic, volcanic.
Yeah, I hear.
So I think I've put... But then I didn't know where Scandinavia was.
Right, OK.
I thought it was north somewhere.
You must have been on rugby tours in your life. You must have...
They're not big.
They don't really play over...
Yeah,
quite right. Let's see where you are. Sweden, yeah, absolutely, in Scandinavia.
Sweden.
And you're right, it is a volcano.
Oh.
Absolutely, Mount Etna. And I'll tell you where it is. Storm Huntley, it's on Sicily. So very, very well played. Look at that, you are absolutely bang on. Another point to Storm. Final question in this round. Very good round for Storm so far. I wonder if you could find me the oldest underground railway in the world. Where is that? What do you reckon at home?
Did they copy us or did we copy them?
OK, everyone is in. Karen, what were you thinking?
I went to England. I was just thinking of where the trains were invented and, like, everything like that. But then I was thinking about the US for a bit, and we're not doing the US.
Exactly. It's not on the map.
No, but, yeah, I just went England.
OK, let's see where you are.
Bang on.
Sort of bang in the middle of England. Storm, what were you thinking?
I went London because it's the most famous underground that I know. And I kind of went through Karen's line of thinking because I thought we offered the railway, I believe, to the rest of the world, and lots of our engineers travelled the world. It's the underground, but I'm not sure whether I've got right, but it's the best I can do.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds reasonable to me. Yep, absolutely. On London. Joe, were you thinking the same?
I was torn between Paris and London.
Yeah.
Whether we copied them or they copied us. So I went with London.
You went with London. So you'll have a look. There you are in London. Tom?
I did too. I think it's Victorian.
OK, so you're going to London as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're all in the same place, really. The first underground railway in the world was 1863. And it was in the city of London.
Hey.
Well done, everybody. I'm going to give you all the points for that one. Very, very well done. Well done if you got that at home as well. It was London. We're looking for the setting for Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. OK, everyone is in. Helen, do you know the answer to this one?
I went somewhere Italian.
I see. That is somewhere Italian, yeah. Southern Italy. Laura, do you know this one?
No, I don't, but I went Verona where I thought Verona would be.
Because he set a lot of stuff in that neck of the woods. Yeah.
Neck of the woods, that's
Shakespeare.
right.
Loved a bit of Italy.
Like Verona.
Yes, absolutely. Middle of Italy there. Ben, what was your thinking here?
Well, I was in the Midsummer Night's Dream. When I was 16, I played the King of the Fairies.
Where was it?
But I don't remember where we said it.
Oh, no.
I just remember my wife was Queen Titania, which sounded vaguely Italian in my head, so I went Sicily.
Yeah, Sicily. And Robin, do you know this one?
I went for Italy as well.
So listen, we're all in the same place. I thought it was the Forest of Arden. I think I'm very, very wrong in that. I thought it was because just of the forest. But I don't think it is. Shall we find out where A Midsummer Night's Dream is set and who scored a point? We're set in Athens.
Oh.
Helen, you are just closest there.
I'll take
Very
it.
well
Yeah, I
done.
was thinking Athens.
I didn't know we had to be that specific on the map.
I thought maybe the right country.
We all said the same country.
I'll take the sympathy
He's
point.
miles
Stop
away.
it.
Give us all a point, apart from Ben.
Would you like to give a point to the person who's second closest, Robin? Would that be
Yeah,
so?
give it
So
to
Helen
Larry,
is
yeah.
closest.
Yeah.
The second closest is Ben, so we give Ben a point there as well.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Laura, which I was quite happy to give her a point.
Thank you. I was quite happy too.
All right, I'll give Laura a point as well then.
Oh, thank you.
So everyone gets a point apart from
Thank
Robin.
you,
there.
Robin. Thank
Very well
you.
done. But thanks, Robin, for that's a classic
That is
thing to
good.
do.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, standing up.
Right, let's get in the right country, shall we? The next thing I want you to find is this. The busiest port in Europe in terms of annual cargo tonnage. OK, everybody is in. Laura, any clue on this one?
I think it's Rotterdam.
Huh.
I live in the Netherlands.
Do you?
Yes, I do. And I live in Amsterdam. And Rotterdam is one of the main ports of Europe.
OK. Yeah, I mean, you should know where that is.
And I do.
Yeah, you do know where that is. Ben, were you thinking Rotterdam?
That's such an educated guess. And mine is just such nonsense in comparison. I just went Portugal. It's got port in the title.
Oh,
And I
okay.
thought it's like on the edge.
But it is on the edge.
It's on the edge. It will
know what?
supply everyone over there.
You said it was going to be nonsense, and you delivered.
But there's also
There's
Porto.
logic. Yeah, there's logic
Yeah.
there.
Robin, what are we saying?
I was thinking Rotterdam, and then I went, oh, you've got to go all around the houses to get there, though, for something.
Awkward.
So I just kind of stuck on the far bit that's sticking out of France.
OK, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, kind of Nantes sort of area.
Nantes.
Helen?
I wanted to say the Bosphorus, as in going into Istanbul.
A lot of trade there.
And I once got dropped in there to swim it, and they made me say a piece to camera saying this is the busiest shipping lane in the world. And if that's not true, then I've lied to kids.
This is good information.
Good knowledge, yeah. I mean, you're on the edge of Albania and Greece.
I know,
but it's
but I was like, where do I need to...
You're definitely closest to the Bosphorus of the four answers. Let's find out, shall we? Where is the busiest port in Europe? It is Rotterdam, Laura. Very nicely done.
Thank you. 7 years I've lived there.
Excellent. Well, listen, it finally paid off.
I'm like, why am I here for this?
Yeah.
Final question. Find me this, please. The starting point of the 2023 Tour de France. Where did that begin?
So it changes every year?
Yeah, le Grand Départ, which is like a ceremonial stage. What do you think at home? Are you a Tour de France fan? Do you know the answer to this one? OK, everyone is in. Ben, what was your thinking here?
Well, there's a little place that I've been to many, many times called Mermaid in central France. And I remember my family saying in a WhatsApp group last year, hey, the Tour de France finishes right near Mermaid, where we go on holiday.
Finishes or starts?
Finishes. So I just thought maybe it starts and finishes in the same place. So
okay,
I've gone...
let's see where you are.
Central.
I mean, I want to throw no shade at all at your family WhatsApp group, Ben. Please don't think that. But it very much always ends in Paris.
So there we go.
I don't know which...
So it must have been passing through there. That got everyone excited.
I suspect it passed through there.
There we go.
Exactly, and they've confused you.
That's my knowledge of the Tour de France.
And
Never
also,
seen it.
And that's families for you. Robin, what's your thinking?
Well, my sister owns a tandem, so I should be better on cycling questions than I am. So my thinking was, just put a dot here.
There we go.
Literally, that's what I've done.
Lyon, sort of a way you are there. Helen, what are you thinking?
I went south of France.
OK.
Yeah, really far down.
We're all in France so far. Laura, where are you?
Okay, I was just in San Sebastián in Spain. I think they said, like, Tour de France starts here.
They did, no, but often they start it in different countries.
Really?
They started in England
So
before.
you want to go around France?
Yeah.
Okay,
The first one is like a big ceremonial thing, and it's been in Yorkshire, it's been all round.
In
so
beautiful
you've gone...
places. So I went San Sebastián.
Yeah, Catalonia. However, I have no idea where this one started, but we'll find out, shall we? Where did the 2023 Tour de France start? Bilbao. Laura, you get yourself a point. The patent office where Albert Einstein worked from 1902 to 1909, please. Where was that? Before he went all sciencey. He was a patent officer, but where? I think this might be a hit and hope. Tanya, what are you thinking?
I went down.
Yeah.
I have no clue where Albert Einstein worked before he became Albert Einstein.
Pre-Einstein. Let's see
Yeah.
where you are. Near Barcelona, I would say. That is. Kate, any thoughts here?
I took a wild guess and sort of went northern Germany.
It would make some sort of logical sense. You are North Germany. Glenn, we were in Spain and we're in Germany.
Similar wild guess, slap bang in the middle of Germany.
Slap bang in the middle of Germany. Absolutely. And Michael?
I've got some sort of memory that it might have been somewhere in Austria or Switzerland, so I've generally...
So you've gone a little bit further down.
Sort of Vienna-ish.
You are in Austria there. Now, what do you think at home? Do you know the answer to this one? Let's find out, shall we? Where was the patent office where Albert Einstein worked from 1902 to 1909? Who scored the final point of the round? Inkling was absolutely right, Michael. It's Switzerland, in Bern. Final point of the round goes to Michael. The birthplace of Rafael Nadal, please. Can you find that for me?
Country or city?
Well, literally the birthplace.
I might be just playing up here a bit, I don't know.
Where was Rafa Nadal born?
No idea.
Everyone's in. What do you think at home? Where have you pointed to on this map? Craig, are you confident with this one?
Yes.
Where do you think he was born?
Well, he's Spanish, isn't he?
He is Spanish.
Oh.
So you think Spain?
Well, actually, now I'm getting... yes.
So
unless he was born somewhere else. I mean, that can happen.
No, you're just sort of south of Madrid, so he could be born somewhere else.
I was going to put in Madrid,
He certainly represents Spain, doesn't he?
Yes,
But yeah, you are, well, you're pretty much bang on Madrid. Tanny, what were you thinking here?
So I think I've put Spain as well.
That is Spain, right on top of Craig. Leo, do you know this one?
I don't know where in Spain, but yeah.
But you think Spain?
I think Spain, but I went for further south.
Yeah, sort of Malaga. Anne-Marie, were you thinking Spain?
Just wasn't really thinking.
OK, I've got
no,
you.
Yeah. So
Are we ducking out of this one?
Just picked somewhere.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
So we've got Switzerland, we've got Spain. He is Spanish. That I would tell you. I think he's from Mallorca. Let's take a look. Craig is nearest. Craig, well done.
Pure luck, I'm afraid, on that one. I thought he was from Madrid.
Craig is the closest to Mallorca. The airport that is the world's largest sales outlet for chocolate. The largest sales outlet in the world for chocolate is a European airport, but which one? Any clue at home on this one? What do you think that might be? OK, everyone is in Romilly. Any clues on this one?
I'm hoping that it's Switzerland because of Swiss chocolate being such a thing.
Kind of has a logic to it, doesn't it? You're in Switzerland. Gary, you thinking the same?
I've gone for Switzerland as well.
You've gone for Switzerland as well. Sort of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
James, are you staying in Switzerland?
I went for Switzerland and I'm just relieved that
You knew where it was?
I knew where it was.
Well, this is going to be very, very interesting if it is Switzerland. I wonder who to give the point to. Amy, have you got Switzerland as well?
No. No, I forgot about Swiss chocolate, so I thought Belgian chocolate.
OK.
But then I couldn't remember exactly which one Belgium was, so...
I think so long as you're closer to it than Switzerland, you'll be...
Sure, yeah.
That is Belgium, absolutely right.
Great.
Yes, of course, Belgium. Switzerland, Belgium. I can tell you that at least one person here is correct for exactly the right place. Are we giving away 3 points? Are we giving away 1 point? Let's find out. Brussels Airport, Amy. Well done.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well played. They sell over 800 tons of chocolate a day. A day.
Blimey.
From Brussels Airport. Wow, how's anything taking off?
Yes, exactly.
The venue for the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest final.
Oh.
Where was that? And then where is that?
That's the year that's just... OK.
Yeah. Do you remember 2021?
I remember that.
We had a lot of fun.
Wasn't it fun?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, one of the greats.
What a volcano of a year.
It was a volcano, yeah.
Yeah.
It really was. What do you reckon at home on this one? Do you know the answer to this? Do you remember where it was? OK, everyone's in. Jay, did you know the answer to this one?
No, I didn't know. I sort of just guessed Germany.
OK, let's take a look where you
think.
are. Slap bang in the middle of Germany. Linda, did you have a clue here?
No, not a clue. I just took a chance and
Took a chance?
went right for the middle.
Listen, you might as well.
There I am.
Poland, you're in.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, near
Oh,
Warsaw.
I've never been to Poland before. I'd like to go.
You're there now.
Yeah.
Sarah, what were you thinking here? Do you know the answer?
I don't really remember. I remember seeing the opening ceremony and there seemed to be a bridge. If I remember correctly, there were people dancing on a bridge.
OK. So it's a city with a bridge in it.
Yeah, it's like The Killing. We're working backwards.
OK, yeah.
Right. So I think I just put my dot somewhere near water.
OK.
There.
You know, you are literally on the bridge between Copenhagen and Malmö there.
Cool.
Look, I like Scandinavian thrillers.
That's great, though. But
I love pop songs.
Listen, you promised bridge and you gave bridge. Bobby, do you know the answer to this one?
My family and I, we love Eurovision.
Yes.
I vaguely recall Rotterdam sticks in the head.
I thought maybe it was Rotterdam.
I think that sounds right.
I'm not 100% certain,
That
but
sounds right.
70%.
Let's see where you are. Yeah, you're near Rotterdam. They certainly had one, whether it was that year or not, I don't know. What do you think at home? Do you know this one? Let's take a look, shall we? Where was the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest held and who's won a point? It was Rotterdam. Well done, Bobby. Nicely done. Yeah, they won in 2019. Yeah, it skipped a year in 2020. Next one. I wonder if you could find this, please. The Matterhorn. Where is that?
The Matterhorn.
Is that a place, the Matterhorn?
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
What do you think at home on this one? Do you know this? Linda, what are we thinking?
I just went for the biggest on the map.
Oh, the biggest country?
Yeah, the biggest country.
You are in
There.
Russia. There you go. Sarah, are you aware of the Matterhorn? Do they have the Matterhorn in Australia?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's like being a Labrador and watching the humans talk.
Yeah.
It just sounded kind of like something that a German person might have...
Oh, yeah. Take a look. Yeah, looks kind of German. Like a
It
German.
feels like it could be something Germanic.
Bobby, do you know the Matterhorn?
So I don't categorically know where it is, but I think like mountain ranges in Europe. So I know it's a mountain.
It's a mountain.
Yeah. And I have a vague somewhere like a memory thinking Switzerland possibly.
Let's see where Bobby is. In Switzerland. Jay, do you know the Matterhorn?
I went in Switzerland as well.
OK, let's see where Jay is. Absolutely. OK, well, it's a mountain, that's for sure. But where is it and who's won the point? I'm going to give you both a point there, Jay and Bobby. I can't... you're so
too generous.
Point to Jay and Bobby. Rovaniemi, the capital of the region of Lapland. Where is Lapland, essentially? And the capital of Lapland. Has anyone been?
I've been.
Have you been?
It's amazing.
Is it magical?
Is it great?
Yeah. Santa remembered me and everything.
No way. Did you get a present?
I did. I got mittens.
No.
Yeah.
How lovely.
Yeah. Seriously.
You seen him again?
We're still in touch.
Yeah. What do you think at home here? Where's Lapland? Have you been to Lapland? OK, here we go. Where is Lapland? Have a little point at the screen if you know where it is. If you've been there, you lucky things. Kimberly, what are you thinking?
Isn't there, like, two parts of Lapland? Like, there's the...
I think so.
Like
it's in different countries.
Like the
isn't it?
Finnish and the...
Like Swedish or something, or
No,
Norwegian.
I don't know what I'm nodding along for. I haven't got a clue, but yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, but I think it's sort of a shared region. So I've gone sort of on the border.
OK, let's take a look at where you are. Sort of Finland, Swedenish. You are there. Rachel, what are you thinking
I think
here?
I've done the wrong.
I went for a very similar sort of area.
Top coast of Norway there. Trevor, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I've been to everywhere in Scandinavia apart from Lapland.
OK.
So I've ended up... I see where Norway is. Sweden is the big landmass, and Finland, but I've gone just above those two.
OK. Sort of very northeasty.
That
but
feels
Norway
like
still.
remote enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Des, you've been there? Where did you go?
Well, you know when you're on a journey on a plane and they have the map up?
Yeah.
And then you think, I'll just play with my phone instead.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention, but I thought in my head, wouldn't it be great if all the other guests had put 3 marks around it and I just magically found one right in the middle?
There it is, right in the middle. Oof. Lovely. What do we think at home on this one? I mean, it's a close one, isn't it? If Father Christmas is watching, and he does sometimes, especially when it's not, busy time for him, he will be like, yeah, that's all good. He'll also be going, is that Des Clark?
Oh, my God.
Des? I gave him... remember Des? I gave him some mittens. Yeah, the man is sitting on my lap. That's when my knee trouble started. Yeah, Des Clark. Yeah. Do you know what? I knew I recognised him. That's him talking to Mrs. Claus. Yeah. Shall we have a look where it is and who's won the point?
Oh, no.
Northern Finland and Kimberly.
Oh.
You are the closest.
That's
nice.
More
I would have gone further
judgment.
north. I would have gone as north as I possibly could. But very well done. Next question. Can you find this, please? The football stadium known as the Estadio Santiago Bernab. Where is that, please?
Oh, gosh.
Everyone's in. Rachel, do you know the answer to this?
I've gone for somewhere in Spain.
It sounds Spanish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, northern Spain. Trevor, where is this place?
Well, I know it's landlocked, that's for sure.
OK.
Because it's in Madrid.
Madrid.
But where is Madrid? I've gone bang central Spain. Yeah, it feels...
Very central. So everyone's in Spain so far. Des, you in Spain?
Yep, Real Madrid. And so I've gone as near the centre as I could get.
Ooh.
Oh, how about that? Kimberly, did you know this one?
I had no idea. I guessed Spain, and I've gone just a little bit south of everyone.
So we're mid-Spain, northern Spain, southern Spain. Let's find out, shall we? Where is the Bernabeu? It's in Madrid, but where is that?
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you both a point for that, gents, Trevor, and it would be a bit churlish. And mathematically, they could probably work out who was closest, but it would seem a little harsh. Absolutely, it's in Madrid. Very well played. The birthplace of Catherine the Great, Empress of Russia. Where is that, please? What do you think at home on this one? Everyone's in. Matt, what are you thinking on this?
I'm thinking it's near Russia, but not in Russia.
You are in Belarus.
Belarus.
Chloe, what were you thinking?
I feel like France is, in terms of,
diplomacy between the west and east of Europe. Maybe they wanted to make a union, so I just thought I'd go towards that side. So I've gone around Paris.
Okay, you've gone around Paris. Absolutely. Alex, what were you thinking?
Hopefully it's not a red herring. I kind of thought towards Russia, so I think I found Russia on the map. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. You have found Russia. Martel, what were you thinking here?
Just took a wee punt on England.
Interesting. England, London. So we're in London, we're in Paris, we're in Belarus, and we are in Russia. Where are you at home? What have you got for this one? Well, she was born in Prussia. What was Prussia? Let's see where she was born. Who's won the point? Now, Szczecin in Poland. You are just closest, Matt. Wow. That was very, very close indeed. Could that be all-important? One final question in this round. The stadium where Manchester United completed the treble in 1999. Where was that? Do you know that one at home? I know Man United fans will remember. Everyone is in. What do you think at home on this one? Chloe, what was your thinking?
I don't remember it from originally, but I've watched lots of YouTube videos of it, but I can't remember where it was. But I have a feeling it might have been in Munich.
It's certainly against Munich, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was against Munich, but I don't know whether it was one of
sometimes
those.
It's in that. That's what I was trying to struggle with.
So I've gone somewhere in Germany.
Okay. Yeah, Germany. Alex, do you remember the answer?
I don't, so I just took a wild guess and I went with Stamford Bridge.
Okie dokie. So, yep, in London. Martel, what were you thinking here?
I kept it in the ballpark of Manchester area.
Oh, okay.
I've gone for kind of Liverpool.
Okay, so we've got essentially a sort of homish match. Northwest. Matt, do you know this one?
I was watching the game. I was in Manchester. It wasn't in Manchester. My instinct was it was in Germany somewhere, and then I thought maybe it was in Barcelona, but I went for Germany.
Yeah, for Germany. Let's find out, shall we? Where did they complete the treble, and who has scored a point? It was in Barcelona. Alex Beresford has got the point there. Alex is the closest. Well done.
I'll take that, guys.
In London.
Well
Take
done.
that every day of the week, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Where is the Grand Bazaar? I'm assuming it's not another name for the Harlequin Centre in Watford. That would be easier. OK, we're all in here. What do you think about the Grand Bazaar? Philippa, do you know where it is?
It sounded sort of Marrakeshi.
Yeah, you're in Morocco there. Nabil, what are you thinking?
Again, random guess, just...
Beautiful. Let's see where Nabil is.
No clue.
On the Polish-Lithuanian border there. Luke, any idea?
I was aiming for Hungary.
OK. Yes, we just won along from Hungary in Romania there. Sarah, did you know this one?
No, not at all. I've been quite tactical and I've gone sort of in the middle near the bottom.
In the middle near the bottom?
Yeah.
You are in Serbia.
But on the border of a lot of other places.
Yes, exactly.
Tactical.
So we've got Serbia, we've got Morocco, Romania, and we've got Poland. Now, the Grand Bazaar is in Istanbul, in Turkey, which makes sense. So let's take a look. Where is that and who has won the point? Luke, you are closest, only just. The filming location for the holiday in the film Shirley Valentine. So where is that? So you found a Shirley Valentine? You know where that is? Well, you know where it's set, and then do you know where that is? That's the question here. What's your mindset here, Matt?
I've gone for the coast.
Don't say yet. Just in case.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I haven't gone for the coast.
Just while everyone else was thinking, I just thought I'd, just waiting for Sabrina to lock in. Andy, do you know the answer?
Well,
It was quite hard getting that, because I think it's one of the Greek islands. So I've gone one of the Greek islands.
OK, let's take a look at where Andy is. Yeah. Sabrina, where have you gone?
Now Andy said that, I'm having, like, flashbacks of the film.
Yeah.
Because you meet someone, but I said she's gone to Italy.
Italy, OK. Let's take a look where you are. East coast of Italy, there, Kirsty. Did you know this one?
I followed Andy to a Greek island.
Nice, not for the first time.
How did that get out?
Let's take a look at where you are. Yeah, kind of on the mainlandy Greece as well, and by the islands. And Matt, so you were thinking...
I wasn't really.
Yeah.
Frustratingly, I've gone with Sabrina, and I went sort of Amalfi Coast, Italy.
Why is that frustrating?
Yeah.
Because you can't remember where the movie is.
A bit rude.
Very rude.
You've openly admitted you don't know where it is.
To be fair to Matt, you did say, I didn't know where it was set, and no, I think I've gone wrong. So I see his point. So the toe of Italy. Now, it's in Mykonos, Greece. Let's take a look at where that is and who scored the point. It could be very close. Well, Andy, you are absolutely bang on. I'm tempted to give Kirsty a point as well. She's pretty
close, isn't
What do you think? No?
I think so, because it's quite
You
hard.
think,
with
happy
the-
with the point?
Yeah.
A point to Andy and a point to Kirsty. Very well done.
Very
Point to you at
much,
home as well
team.
if you were close to that. Mykonos. The next thing I'd like you to find, the headquarters of the European Central Bank. I like going to the European Central Bank. I like the little pens on chains.
Headquarters.
What do you think at home on this one, European Central Bank? OK, everyone is in. Sabrina, what were you thinking on this one?
I think it's actually in London.
Do you think?
Yeah.
They probably would have moved it a couple of years ago if it was.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
Let's take a look. Where's Sabrina gone? Yeah, kind of London. Kirsty, now you must have interviewed...
I'm going to get
people from the
pelters if
European
I've got
Central
this. I think... I'm hoping I put my cross in Belgium, because I think it's still in Brussels.
Still in Brussels. OK, let's take a look at Kirsty. Yeah, that's Belgium, pretty much all of Belgium.
Yeah, exactly.
Little bit
banging
of
into
Luxembourg.
Netherlands.
Yeah, exactly.
Banging into Luxembourg.
Matt, do you have any idea with this one?
I was trying to find Belgium, and I think I got close.
OK. Yeah, absolutely. Belgium had a Netherlands border. Andy, what did you think on this one?
I thought it might be in Frankfurt, in Germany, but then my worry was, where is Frankfurt?
Yeah.
So I've gone Germany.
So you're in Germany, there you go, middle of Germany. So, listen, those are the big financial centres, Brussels, London, Frankfurt. It is in one of those. Let's find out. Where is the European Central Bank? It's in Frankfurt.
Oh, who's close?
I think you are closest there, Andy. And I think, as Kirsty, this time round, I know you're fairly close.
I thought I was in the wrong place.
I'll just give a point to Andy. So, Andy, well done. It's in Frankfurt. There you go. Can you find this? The home stadium of the football club Lech Poznań. Where do Lech Poznań play? You know this one at home? Football fans? OK, everyone's in. Roger, any idea with this one?
No idea. But I'm thinking Czechoslovakia, around there.
Let's take a look. Actually in Poland there.
Oh, I meant Poland.
There you go. Yeah. Great. Oh, well done.
Sounds more Polish, actually, doesn't it? Yeah.
Tiff, what was your thinking?
I thought sort of Eastern Blockish, and then I thought I'll go further east, so I'm up.
There you are. You're in Belarus. Sanjeev, do you know?
I did think Poland, but I had no idea where in Poland, so I've just hopefully picked... I know I picked Poland now, so yeah.
Yep. Poland, sort of Warsaw you are there. And Joe, what were you thinking?
Poland as well.
Poland.
I was thinking Lech Walesa.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You
so it is in Poland. So, yeah, sorry. Sorry to break that to you. Imagine if it was in Belarus. Imagine how good you'd feel.
Yeah.
But who of the three of you has got the point? Who is closest of the three of you to Poznan?
Oh. I fluked it again.
It is an absolute dead heat between Joe and Roger, so you get a point each. Absolute dead heat. Well played, blimey. They've got the famous fans who do the arms linked, facing away from the pitch. When other fans do a Poznan. Man City do it in various other clubs. The European Court of Justice. So where is that? and then where is that? And whoever gets closest will be getting themselves a point. What do you think at home? The European Court of Justice have a little point to your TV screen. I've just got Rock DJ by Robbie Williams
that's
around
it.
my head.
That's your earworm for the day.
Yes. Lovely, everybody is locked in. Now, Glenn, did you know the answer to this?
I didn't know the answer. It was a toss-up for me between Germany and Switzerland.
OK.
I initially put where I assumed Berlin was and then changed it to Switzerland at the last second.
Let's take a look at where Glenn is. Yeah, Switzerland, absolutely. Mina, what was your thinking?
I don't know, I thought it was in Belgium for some reason. But now I'm thinking in my head, I don't think it is. Because now I think it might be in The Hague. But I've put Belgium anyway.
OK.
I think what I think is there, put it there.
Yep, that is Belgium. So far, you know where your countries are, which doesn't often happen on this show. Kiri, did you know what the answer was?
I've just found out where Belgium is.
Excellent.
And that is where I put my cross as well.
So you thought it was somewhere in Belgium,
Yeah.
like Brussels. Sean, what did you think the answer was?
I think Mina's right. I think unless it's changed, I think it's in The Hague, which is in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands.
So let's see where Sean is.
Yeah.
That is the Netherlands. I thought it was in Strasbourg.
Maybe.
The actual answer is Luxembourg.
Ah.
So, Kiri has won the point.
Excellent work.
Can't wait to find out where that is.
It's in Luxembourg City, the European Court of Justice.
Wow.
The city whose name is also the title of a 1996 UK Top 10 single by The Beautiful South.
Well,
I don't
know.
What do you think on this one? Do you know the song? And then do you know where that is?
Don't know this song. Yes. I only know Perfect 10.
Have you suddenly remembered what the song is?
Yes. But they've
Oh,
got several in it, isn't there?
No, I haven't. I can't remember the song.
You
But
just
it's the
made me
title.
doubt the name of the song now.
So, Sally, you didn't know the song, so what was your thinking?
Dublin.
Dublin. Let's take a look at where Sally is. If Dublin is the answer, get yourself a point.
I've nailed it.
Nathan, did you know the song?
No, I don't know. I was 10 or something. I thought Amsterdam, because when you don't know what to do, just pick
you thought
Amsterdam.
Well, you're in the Netherlands there. You just got yourself a little interested noise from Colin. Did you remember the song, Ronnie, in the end?
Yes, I put Amsterdam, Rotterdam, something, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, something, and Rome.
Let's take a look at where Ronnie is.
Yeah.
Same place. Lovely. Yeah. Colin, the song is?
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, so you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Rotterdam. Oh, says Nathan. Suddenly things are getting interesting.
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, which I think is in Ireland.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at where Colin is.
Woo!
I mean, same place,
Right,
right?
this is like nail biting.
So let's take a little look. The answer was Rotterdam. Where's that? Who scored the point? I'm giving that to all three of you. There, too. You're also close to points. Everybody. Well done. Well done. Nicely played. Rotterdam, the answer. Well done if you got that at home. The site of the famous statue of the Little Mermaid. Where is that? Where is the site of the Little Mermaid? Do you know that one at home? Have a little point at your screen.
Okay.
Sophie, did you know the answer?
I don't know where anything is. I thought it was sort of Hans Christian Andersen. Sounds like a Scandi name, so I picked somewhere on the coast at random.
Border of Denmark and Sweden there. Charlotte, did you know the answer to this one?
Yeah, I was aiming for Copenhagen,
Okay.
but I don't know if that's where my cross ended up.
Well, let's see. Absolutely in Denmark as well. David, did you know this one?
I knew it was in Copenhagen. I wasn't sure where Copenhagen was on the map, but I headed for the same kind of area.
Oof.
I mean, you're really in the same kind of area, all three of you. And Alex, did you know this one?
I think it was in Copenhagen, so I was kind of aimed in that exact same area.
OK, let's see where you are. You're slightly more in Sweden. That's annoying.
Oh, well.
So, yes, Copenhagen is the answer. That is where you find that statue. Where is that, and who scored the point? Charlotte, you are the closest there. Very well played. Phoebe's scientist boyfriend, David, moves to this city in Friends. Do you remember that one?
I have never watched an episode of Friends in my life. I'm just going to go there.
It's so great to hear workings out sometimes.
It's just going to go right here.
OK, everyone is locked in. Josie, what was your thinking, and then where have you gone?
I had this feeling that it was like
an Arctic station, like Greenland or something. But then, just as I'd looked it in, my brain was like, Minsk. Which is not, that's not the same at
great.
all.
So
I've been wrong in 2 ways.
Whoa.
Listen.
Greenland. It's Greenland. I mean, why not? Jeanette, have you gone to Greenland as well?
No, I've gone to France, like Paris. I just thought Americans love Paris.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, so Paris.
Yeah, absolutely. Middle of France. Yeah. Why not? Lloyd, did you know the answer?
No, but I know that there was was there an episode in Paris, I think? So I've gone with Paris.
You've gone with Paris?
Yeah.
Steve?
Paris is what I've gone for. I can't remember whether this is actually specifically the right answer to this, but yeah, I went for Paris.
You went for Paris as well. Now, the answer is Minsk was the answer.
Oh, no!
How did you know that?
Because I just remember it from... it was on when I was a kid, and I remember he was going somewhere that seemed sort of cold. That is
right, so Minsk is the answer. That's something awful that's going to happen here, Josie, which I don't like to do. I'm forced to give all 3 of them a point for being the closest. So you get a moral victory at least, but 0 points, and a point to everybody else for roughly being locality. The Faroe Islands. Where are the Faroe Islands, please? Faroe Islands, what do you think? At home, where are the Faroe Islands? This is, I'm going to say, probably the best quality round of this we've ever had so far, so don't let me down on this one. Catherine, what are you saying about the Faroe Islands?
I think I know where they are.
Excellent. Well, we'll be the judge of that. Let's take a look.
But I could be wrong.
OK, sort of north of Scotland. Dr. Ranj, what do you think about the Faroe Islands?
If I was going to guess, then I would go here.
Oh, same place.
Oh, very good.
That's nice. Mira, 2 people in the same place. Have you gone in the same place?
You're going to be disappointed again.
OK. Sort of off the coast of Norway. That doesn't sound crazy. Now, Steve.
Well, I've gone the same places.
OK.
Oh.
So this could be a big swing. Have we got 3 points here, or have we got 1 point here? Where are the Faroe Islands? Oh, you're absolutely right, all 3 of you. Genuinely the best round of this we've ever done. Catherine, Steve and Ranj all get themselves a point. Very well done at home if you did that as well. Tablets away, please.